Good afternoon, everyone. If you couldn't tell by the background music, you could definitely tell by these weird pants that I might mean business. And I assure you, I might. It's the Sometimes Vlog. It's a vlog that happens sometimes. Welcome, everyone, to Downton Disney. Downton Disney is a place where we drink tea. We try to hold on to the past even while the modern era creeps in slowly, and threatens to unravel the very fabric of the civilization that our ancestors have worked so hard to build. The very question of class, nobility. I'm starting to lose the Downton Abbey analogy. It's not Downton Abbey, it's downtown Disney. Down that way are Disneyland and California Adventure, DCA. Over there is Build-A-Bear and a thing where you build cars and Tortilla Joe's and the House of Blues and the Jazz Kitchen, all these kind of crazy restaurants and wonderful shops and things. If you don't know what a downtown is, Disney is. It's basically Disney's version of a mall right outside of their theme parks. How are you doing today? I'm doing great because I'm in downtown Disney, and you're doing great too because you're here with me. And right here behind me is the Lego store. Look at this. I wanted to look around a little bit today and see what we could come up with doing for free. Downtown Disney is pretty big. I understand it's not as big as the one in Florida, although I don't know. I've never been to the downtown Disney in Florida, which I understand is very separate from the theme parks there, unlike this one, which is very, very close and connected. Look at this. Right outside the Lego store here for free most days. You can build all kinds of Lego creations and race them down this hill. Look at this. Somebody built this Lego creation right here and abandoned it. Oh no, it's homeless. Oh, look at this. What is everybody doing here, ma'am?
Racing cars. You guys build a car, I add the wheels on, and we race all together.
You're racing these cars so people like this. Wow, did you build that all by yourself? It has no wheels, so I believe it. Look at this. People are building all kinds of wonderful creations and racing them down this hill for free. Wow, let's check out the Lego store even more. Let's walk inside, shall we? You'll have to forgive me, I'm a little bit discombobulated. About 4 seconds before I start this vlog, I saw a person I really did not want to see walking by. You ever have that? You ever start your day and your day is going great and you're like, look at how cloudy it is and ominous, everything's gonna be fine. And then you run into someone and it's super awkward, like, oh, hey, person. Like, either somebody, maybe you did something bad to them in high school, this is not the case in my case, or they did something really horrible to you and you never talked about it or something, you're like, oh, hey, super weird that we're seeing each other right here. Super weird. Anyway, that just happened to me and it was super uncomfortable. I'm not talking about a friend. I'm talking about somebody else that I've always been friendly to and done good things to, but it hasn't always been the other way around. It's raining and sprinkling right now. Look at all the people panicking. Anyway, first that happened and now it started pouring rain. We are off and running. Isn't this great? It's great! It's wonderful! Things are happening. I don't know. Anyway, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm a bit discombobulated and thrown off by that. Wow, it is really starting to rain. Look at this. Big raindrops. I don't know if you can see in the vlog. Big, whoa! You guys are getting covered by rain. Be careful, it's getting slippery out here. People will do anything to end up in a vlog. This is becoming a problem, America. People are about to slip and break their necks just to be in a Sometimes vlog. Well, you look like you're enjoying the rain right now.
Of course.
It's wonderful, isn't it? Doesn't it feel good?
Yes.
It's 80 degrees outside. This rain is feeling wonderful. Well, that totally changed my idea. I was going to go inside the Lego store and show you some wonderful Lego things. I guess we can still go in there, but look at this. It started to rain. Everyone is so happy. Well, that's pretty nice. Hello, lady in the banana colored shirt. Oh, a lot of people have ducked inside of the Lego store now, but let's go inside and see what we can see. Anyway, I did see somebody that I was very uncomfortable seeing, but I smiled and I was polite and I was friendly, and you do whatever you can do to make it fun. Look at this. Look at all of this. I really don't even know where to start. So let's start at the end and then work our way up towards the beginning. At the very back of the Lego store is this giant wall of Lego bricks. When I was a kid, I severely and constantly wished that there was some place like this that I could go and just get the color and shape of brick that I wanted. Not particularly pink 2-piece ones, but you know, like stuff like this. Whenever you were building Legos, you could never find enough black or enough gray to build a Star Destroyer or Darth Vader's lair or whatever it is that you wanted. You could never find enough green to build a beautiful forest. And here you can take a giant cup, well, a small cup or a large cup, and you can see the prices right there. And you can pick a brick, fill your cup full of whatever color Legos you want, leave the store with them, and then build to your heart's content. Over. Yeah. You have the Lego minifigure keychains. Look at it. Yoda, C-3PO, the Emperor's Royal Imperial Guard, Luke Skywalker flying an X-Wing, Stormtrooper, etc., etc. Ooh, Leia, Hoth Leia. Hashtag Wednesday, even though it's Thursday. TBT. Over here is something, I have no idea who this lady is, so I'm probably just going to skip on the commenting of that. But look at it, it's a life-size lady holding a puppy. That is neat, and it's all built out of Lego bricks. If you're familiar with Lego stores, none of this will surprise you, but if you've never seen a Lego store, it may surprise you to see all kinds of things, ginormous things built out of Lego. Here they have the play area for the Duplos and Legos where kids can come for free and play with Legos for a long time while their parents sit here and try to recover from the shock of seeing the price of Legos. Have you ever noticed that Legos, let's just be honest, are pretty expensive? Like, look at this. It's the Sandcrawler from Star Wars. That is something that I dreamed of as a kid. I dreamed of having any Star Wars Legos. We had to pretend our regular Legos were Star Wars in nature. We had to build our own X-Wings and things, and now they sell stuff like this, which is like a childhood dream come true. But it's $299, which seems like so much for little plastic pieces until you purchase, if you have kids or if you're just, you know, a fan of brick building systems, I guess is what they call them now, and you've ever purchased Mega Blocks or any of the off-brand type of Legos, you'll notice they don't stick together very well and they don't work very well, and then you inevitably concede that Legos are superior and probably worth the price. Look at this one, for example. It's the Quickie Mart. Like, the whole thing. Look at that. It even has the rooftop garden with Marge up there watering. Although, in my memory, the rooftop garden was really only seen in that episode where Lisa becomes a Buddhist or a vegetarian or something. Now I can't remember, and I'm shaking in my Simpsons knowledge, and somebody is going to smack me down in the comments and be like, shame. For shame that you don't know that. But look at this. It's a Slave One right here. Boba Fett's ship from Star Wars, and it is massive. Look at the tiny Bespin Guard holding Han Solo. I'm sorry to gravitate towards the Star Wars stuff, but that's just my natural inclination because I'm a massive Star Wars fan. Look at this right here. It's Metalbeard's Sea Cow. Metalbeard's ship from the Lego movie, which was an amazing movie. Look at this kid. He's so stoked on all these Lego stuff. So you can come in and see all these things. Look at this. This is a set that you only get if you purchase $75 or more worth of stuff, which, by the way, is not hard to do in here. One of the coolest things is above my head, but we're on the wrong side of it, so I'll have to show you in a minute. Look at this over here. Lego Minecraft is now a thing, so they're advertising it with another Lego play area. You can pick up bricks, you can make whatever you want, and you can be looking at this sweet Minecraft set at the same time. I think that's called a snow golem, if I'm not wrong. I don't know. There's Steve right there holding his pickaxe. Ooh, look at this. Here he is inside of a nether fortress from the netherworld in Minecraft. Any of you play Minecraft? Are you too old to play Minecraft? Trick question. No one's too old to play Minecraft. Minecraft is actually a pretty cool game. Here's a Desert Outpost Minecraft set. Wow. Like I said, when I was a kid, there was pretty much just Legos. I don't remember there being any kind of other licensing. Do you? Was there any character licensing for Legos in the late 80s, early 90s? But here you have Marvel superheroes right next to DC Comics superheroes with basically the same logo. If you are into comics at all, you'll know that Marvel and DC, two very, very separate companies. One is now, I think, owned by Warner, and one, Marvel, is owned by Disney. They used to be total hardcore competitors when they were independent companies. And now, even though they're still competitors, they are existing peacefully, side by side. I don't see Batman in his bat thing from Alien. What is he driving there? What would you even call that? What is that thing? His bat bod. There's Batman in the bat bod. I don't see him fighting Iron Man. They're existing peacefully. Oh, there it is, the bat bod. Hey guys, have you seen me, Batman, but have you seen my bat bod? And ooh, look at this. You got Superman over here, and Green Lantern, and the Flash, Wonder Woman. So all these people, these are all the DC characters. They're in their own bubble. But right next door, Spider-Man, and green thing, which is also from Spider-Man. It looks like the Green Goblin, but I don't know, because I'm not sure, because I don't know. That guy was totally judging me on my Spider-Man knowledge. Look at this, Iron Man's got an iron bod too. What's up with all the superheroes having even bigger bodies? If you're already a superhero and you have superpowers, or in the case of Batman and Iron Man, sweet technology and or money, what the heck do you need a giant mechanical body for? You already have, anyway, doesn't matter. Look at this. Here, this is like typical Legos. When I was a kid, we had Lego Spacemen, we had Lego Robin Hood, and we had Lego Pirates, so they had different themed characters. That's not what I'm saying. So if you already jumped in with, no dude, they totally had Spacemen and Pirates. Well, I know that. I'm talking about, we didn't have things like Lego Ghostbusters. Look at that. It's the freaking Ecto-1. It's $49.99. Is that a good price? I don't know. I do own the Lego DeLorean from Back to the Future, which is something they made a little while ago. Adam the Woo actually purchased it for me. So I'm not sure if the Lego Ecto-1 for $49.99 is a good deal or not. Here's that Quickie Mart here. Look, they even have the set from the Big Bang Theory made into Legos now. So clearly Legos have gone beyond this age of human and up to this age, and this age, and this age, and this age. And now people of all ages are enjoying Legos. Oh man, here's the Star Wars section. This is where I get in trouble. Look at this AT-AT. AT-AT, fine. It's an AT-AT. It's an AT-AT all-terrain attack transport, is that what it is? Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It's glorious. It's wonderful. It's amazing. I wish for it my whole life. This snow speeder I actually do have in my house. Figure that one out. Another present right there. Look at it. I dreamed of this. Look at this one, the Mos Eisley Cantina here. Okay, I can't just show the things that I like. I'll show you stuff that everybody likes, which is this. Now what the heck that is, I have no idea. What in the world is this? It's kind of scary, to be honest. See, look at it. Here are small children right behind their mom wearing Star Wars shirts, which we did not have access to. Target didn't sell cool Star Wars shirts when I was a lad. Purchasing Star Wars Legos. They're going to have so much fun. They don't even understand how much fun they're having. Look at this. Childhood me is super jealous. And if I'm going to be totally honest, grown-up me is also super jealous. Look at this. It's the Imperial Shuttle. Oh no, this is the shuttle Tiberium. This is the one Han Solo flies to the moon of Endor. And look, a TIE Advanced prototype. This is the Ghost. I'm pretty sure that's the ship from Star Wars Rebels. It's been a minute since I've seen any Star Wars Rebels. Here's some stuff from the prequels. Very few people care about that, I hope. And over here, you have some more Crazy Shadow Troopers.
See this.
Imperial Troop. Well, see, he's excited. He knows he should be excited. All right, moving on beyond Star Wars. No, wait, we can't, because look at this. Here's the Emperor's throne room on the Death Star, the final duel with Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. I am going to freak out any second. I'm going to rob a bank and buy all these Legos. No, I would never rob a bank. I probably wouldn't even buy all these Legos, but that's a whole separate thing. Look at this. The Ewok Village. Look at the size of that ruby. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Okay, I've never seen this before. Other than like in a picture online that was a thumbnail size picture. Look at all the Ewoks involved in this set. Much less Luke, Leia, Han Solo, Chewbacca, C-3PO, R2-D2, and some Rebel Commandos. You remember them. Those are the guys who died a little bit in the fighting, but they won kinda because the heroes did a bunch of stuff and the Rebel Commandos were just kind of running around basically just running around. I don't know what they were up to. Not much. Not much. I'm just kidding. Yes, over here, more Lego sets. I feel like you can find out for yourself, but the point is they have all these cool displays set up to tantalize people like me who probably normally wouldn't buy Legos. Oh, and that's the other thing. Look at, there's girl Legos now. Girl Legos, Lego friends. Now, these are really unisex Legos because, you know what, young, red-blooded American males such as these two boys here wouldn't enjoy a set of Lego elves with flying Pegasus in purple sleds. But all kidding aside, we know that those are for girls. Boys know they're for girls. Marketing people know they're for girls because they put all these soft colors on them. Boys can play with them. That's totally fine. And here we have our Disney connection. Look at that. Princess Jasmine. Ooh, Jasmine's Exotic Palace. Ooh la la. And here you have Ariel's little magical kiss. I bet it is. Oh, Rapunzel. Her creativity tower. Is that what that was called? I thought it was like her prison, but apparently, don't worry about Rapunzel. She was just kicking it in her creativity tower. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Anyways, I should probably move on. Hey, how's it going, man?
Steve.
Steve, nice to meet you. I'm in the middle of this vlog, but I'll circle back. Look at that. I like making new friends. I didn't want to stop. Like here, you can build your own minifigures. So all those little Lego guys, they have interchangeable heads and hats and pants and other things. All right, time to show you the giant things. Back there, we have a dragon peeking out from that huge wall of Lego bricks that I was showing you earlier. And up here, we have this. Not only do we have Aladdin and Jasmine, and there's Abu, and there's the magic carpet. But up here, we have the giant genie. A lot of times when I'm here doing Periscope and stuff, you know what Periscope is, watch last night's vlog. People say, show me the giant genie inside of World of Disney, the Disney shop down the road. I actually kind of prefer this genie. Look at him. Very few people when they walk up here ever really look up and notice the giant genie doing his thing. Been about a year since Robin Williams passed away. Very sad and tragic. Don't want to go down that road of conversation. But every time I see the genie, I get a little twinge, I gotta be honest, in the old heart. I never saw that show at DCA, the Aladdin show that was at Disney California Adventure, until after Robin Williams passed away, and I wasn't sure that I wanted to, because I was like, I don't want to see somebody else imitating the genie, but I got through it, and it was actually super cool. Look at this. Here's a giant Hulk. And people always ask, are they actually made of Lego bricks? And the answer is yes. Now, if you tap on them, they're hollow inside, and they're not very heavy, which if you've ever built a lot of things out of Legos, like something large and substantial. Ooh, did you hear that thunder? That was a very rare sound for Southern California. If you've ever built anything huge out of Lego bricks, you'll know that they're pretty heavy. So I'm assuming the inside of that is air, but they designed it in such a way that it would be hollow and not waste Lego bricks. Maybe just foam inside, I don't know. Here you can see on this giant statue, which I'll show you in a second, you can see the sections. So it actually is built out of real Lego bricks that are glued together. You can see on this one, the glue is starting to peel. After all the years of sitting out in the sunlight, it's starting to peel off. Wow, this is a lot of information about Legos. Look, there goes the monorail. Look at this one. It's a giant knight. I'm assuming that's the prince, actually, defending himself against the dragon, Maleficent? Is that what's happening here? Are we seeing a scene from Sleeping Beauty? Everybody says that. When you look at the dragon, that's super Maleficent. So I'm down. But you can't see the prince's face. So really, that could be anyone. You never know. Be careful. Check ID, people. Never trust anyone. But actually, that's a terrible decision. You have to trust some people. As hard as it is. As hard as it is. Actually, yes, pausing the Lego information and going back a step, I did see somebody that I was very uncomfortable seeing a few minutes ago, which really threw me off. What a crazy intro to a vlog, right? All kinds of stuff was happening. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about seeing someone you're uncomfortable with, or someone who's broken your trust or hurt you in the past, is that you really have to let it go. Even if it was yesterday, you gotta let it go. If it's somebody you're gonna have a continued relationship with, or you're talking about your girlfriend or your spouse or your children or something like that, you have to deal with issues, certainly, of course, to keep moving along. So not saying avoid confrontation or anything, quite the opposite. But you have to learn to let it go. Let it go. You have to learn to let some things go and roll off your back. You're never going to get justice. Anyone who is angry because they have their perspective and the other person isn't accepting their perspective as, you know, the law of the universe is going to be bitterly, bitterly disappointed, because even though you can win in the short term with a strategy like that, I really feel strongly about this, so therefore you must also feel strongly about this, or I'm gonna stay mad. That might win you something in the short term, but it is never going to really get you anywhere. In the long run, the people that give in to that kind of anger and upsetness are going to back off of their giving in and probably hate you later. So don't do that. If you can't persuade somebody nicely, they're never going to come around to your point of view, which means you're going to have to compromise or find a way to move on, separate yourself from that person, hopefully with as little negativity as possible. You don't have to let people stay in your life who stress you out and make you upset, but if you hold on to hate and bitterness and negativity, and you are just continually upset for the rest of your life that that person wouldn't apologize or give in, you're going to be bitterly, bitterly, bitterly disappointed. And don't get me wrong, some of these things take years and years and years and years to get over, but you have to be an active participant in getting over it. You can't just say, I can't get over it, there's nothing I can do. There is something you can do, which is to wake up and choose every single day. Seriously, I've got 4 fingers pointing back at me when I say this. I'm talking 100% out of my own experience. You have to wake up every single day and make a choice. I saw the person, it could have thrown me off, I could have been really grumpy and just, oh man, that was so awkward and weird, and called a friend and complained about it or something, but instead, I was like, you know what, it's fine. Let that person enjoy the wonders of Downton Disney, and let me enjoy the wonders of you guys and this amazing Lego store. Wow, wow. I'm not suggesting, by the way, that you have to forgive everyone who's ever done anything wrong with you to the extent that you invite them over for dinner every night while you can't stand them. There are some people who are going to perpetually and continually rub you the wrong way, and you might have to distance yourself from those people. That's perfectly fine. Everything comes to an end. I mean, you know, even your family members will die one day, but friendships come to an end sometimes that way. What am I getting myself into? Everything comes to an end. Relationships are constantly in flux and constantly changing. Nothing is certain but death and taxes. So take a little, forgive, be excellent to each other, but take a little time and ask yourself, is it worth the stress? Some people just shouldn't stay in your life because they're incompatible with your trajectory. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm being very, you know? Look at this one. Here's my favorite one. Beauty and the Beast. This morning, somebody tweeted me a meme of a girl cosplaying as Belle. She was wearing a Belle gown. Oh, there goes the monorail, departing for Parts Tomorrowland. Look at it. Isn't it wonderful? She was wearing a Belle dress, but if you looked closer, there were all these flowers and stuff. These big red flowers on the dress that turned out not to be flowers. They were tacos. She was a real life meme. It was Taco Bell. And then somebody said, well, what do you think the Beast would be called if there was a matching Beast? And I said, a Beast Burrito. You get the Beast Burrito at Taco Bell. Right? No? Someone draw me a Beast Burrito. If you can draw, I would just like to see it. Just once before I die, I'd like to see a Beast Burrito. But look at that, actually made out of Legos. If you push on the Beast a little bit, he does rock a little. That's how I know how lightweight, relatively speaking, these things are. Pretty cool, huh? So there's the Lego store. I didn't mean to spend 20 minutes at and near the Lego store only, but I did. Oh, look at how beautiful it is outside. Some people wouldn't think this is beautiful, but when you live in Southern California, in Orange County here, we get 300 days of sunshine. That's why the film industry moved to Southern California from where? Where was the film industry primarily based before Southern California? That's a little history quiz. I will leave that to you to answer in the comments. Don't Google. Don't Google, that's cheating. That's cheating. Anyway, because we have 300 days, roughly, on average, of sunshine every year. So, not a lot of clouds and rain. So when we see things like this, we're like, wow, isn't it beautiful? And really, it is. Actually, it's wonderful as Downtown Disney is. You got a giant saxophone back there on the Jazz Kitchen. You got giant Maleficent dragon thing up there on the Lego store. Really, nothing man can build can be more beautiful than this crazy cloudy sky, huh? All right, let's look over here. Here we have the Rainforest Cafe. I'm just trying to show you some things you can do for free. So you can go play in the Lego store for free for a while. That's something to do with kids. If you're a grown-up, like me, or a kid, or anyone, actually, I have no idea. I'm hardly a grown-up. I'm older, but I'm not a grown-up. Look at this. Right here, they put on a little parrot show over here, and I wish it was happening now. That guy looked like he was gonna pull a parrot out of his bag and start doing a parrot puppet show, but it didn't happen. They do a show here where they bring out a parrot and it does tricks and wonderful things. I don't want to get into a discussion about the ethical nature of performing parrots, but it is actually pretty cool. They give you a lot of information about parrots and why parrots need to be taken care of and not abandoned, and how if you buy a parrot, it's probably going to outlive you, and you have to really make preparations for how it's going to live and give it a good quality of life, and how they shouldn't be released into the wild in North America because they don't belong here, blah, 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 blah. So you do lots of cool preservation-y type of stuff. And that's right here in front of the Rainforest Cafe. Now the Rainforest Cafe is a place where you have to wait in a long, long line and make a reservation to eat inside of here. Right? Correct? Correct. I, however, have hardly ever eaten in here, but I'm constantly coming in here because look at it. I mean, the gift shop part, everybody's welcome, and obviously they would like 100,000 more people to walk into the gift shop part. Look at it. And they have all kinds of fantastic gifts, like this. Now I'm gonna have to put that on my head, aren't I? Yes, I am. Yes, dang it, I'm gonna have to put that on my, ugh. Oh, look, I'm looking a little rough and sweaty. To be honest with you, I haven't showered or shaved or done anything like that today because I was feeling a bit like this. I was just feeling like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I didn't do it, and I came here, and now I just admitted I'm in a shower, and I put on that hat, so somebody's gonna have a little bit of a sweaty, but clean hat. Look at this. Look at these weird tiki masks. Not 100% my thing. These are definitely made in Indonesia or somewhere. They're very much more colorful than the type of tiki I would be into. Look at this one, for example. Wow! Wow! What kind of tiki is that? What island did that come from? The island of misfit tikis, that's where. Mirror selfie, look, it's us. We're on the vlog. Here's a toucan, I think, and a monkey. Cool. So this.
Please approach the bigger elephant. Your adventure is also about to begin once again. That's Marcelo and Summer.
Lucky. Look at this. Look at all this stuff. I think a percentage of all of their profit goes to actually saving the rainforest, right? Isn't that the whole deal with Rainforest Cafe? I could be wrong. Maybe it's just a normal business, but look at this. Hi, I'm Tracy Tree. Hello, Tracy Tree. That is scary. She's just, whoa, where are you? Hey, 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 my eyes are up here. What was she looking at right there? Now she's, oh, look away. You know what you did, Tracy Tree. Oh.
Mickey James reservation of 3.
Was she looking at me?
Approach the bigger elephant. Your
She wasn't looking at me, was she?
That's Mickey James.
Suspicious. Anyway, so beyond the gift shop though, I don't know why I get so distracted. It might be the ADHD. Do they have a mug that says ADHD on it? Because I think that's the mug for me. Oh my gosh, look at this monkey. See, I'm getting all distracted again. Look at this. This is the best part. I love that they have these cool saltwater aquariums with all sorts of wonderful tropical fish inside. Now, if you guys have never seen it, there was this show. Don't ask me what channel it was on. I only saw it because it was on Netflix one night, and I was trying to find some documentaries about coral reefs and tropical fish. It was after I went to the aquarium in the Pacific one day, and I just really wanted to watch something about tropical fish, as you do. And what came up was this show on Netflix called Aquarium Wars. I don't know why everything normal that gets a TV show, like, oh, let's make a TV show about baking a cake, or let's make a TV show about putting rugs in people's houses, suddenly has, instead of calling the Putting a Rug in a House show, it's called Rug Wars. There's very little war in these war shows. You know, when they did Parking Wars, that's because people are very combative and crazy, and it made perfect. Anyway, look at the fish while I'm talking. But to me, it doesn't make sense. Anyway, they made this show called Aquarium Wars, and you can see one of the guys that's like in charge of the Rainforest Cafe coming in, very picky client, and making these guys make all these crazy custom aquariums, and apparently a lot goes into building something like this. everything like this that we look at, we're like, wow, that's really cool because of this fish, which it is. There's like always this whole other layer of what happens behind the scenes to make this happen that is fascinating. So I got hooked on that show for a little while. It wasn't the greatest show in the world, don't get me wrong, but it was super, super interesting. Look at that volcano. I want that volcano. Also this bench, here's the famous bench. People take their pictures next to Coco the Ape. Also, here's some actual rain dripping near the bar. Pretty cool, huh? Look at that. That looks like a neat area to have a Mai Tai. Anyway, the point of this is, I always sneak in here when I feel like going to the rainforest. And the way you do that is you say you're going to the restaurant when you're not. So those people right there are theoretically supposed to stop me from coming up here, but they never do. So if I'm breaking the rules, I'm still not aware of it. I usually come up here and head toward the restrooms just so that I can walk past all of this wonderful stuff. Isn't this cool? Now some of you have seen a rainforest before, but I like to come in here and pretend like I'm using the bathroom. I'm gonna be honest here. It's a little underhanded, but that's what I like to do. Oh, happy birthday to that person. So I can see all of this. Look at these animatronic apes here with fog. Gorillas in the mist. Gorillas in the mist. Now, periodically, if you've never been inside of a rainforest cafe, periodically, see, here's the restrooms over here. I'm not actually gonna go into them because that would be super weird. So swear, periodically, there'll be like a storm, almost like in the tiki room. Wow, what a birthday. There'll be a storm, the lights will dim, it'll make rain sounds, and all of these animals here, these giant animatronic animals like these elephants and like those gorillas back there, will start to move and freak out. Look at this giant aquarium right there above where these people are eating. So I am totally, oh look at this. There's the night sky in the rainforest. How's it going, man? Very good. Okay, so they're not upset with me being in here, but I feel like the longer I'm in here, hello, the more I'll be in these people's way and disturbing the people who are eating here. So I'm just showing you really quick, and then we're gonna get lost. When you're not talking to a camera, to a vlog, it's much less intrusive than I now realize that I'm being. Although, hashtag sorry not sorry, because I'm looking at this. Usually it's not as crowded in here, but I feel like people were fleeing the actual rain for the faux rain of the Rainforest Cafe. Anyways, pretty super awesome inside of the Rainforest Cafe. Now down this, I always feel like I'm Indiana Jones or something in here. I always wish that this was inside of Disneyland and kind of just a giant place to sit in and not have to order food. Which I guess you could come in here and order just a drink. Have you ever done that? Have you ever gone into a sit-down restaurant? Be honest now. Have you ever gone into a sit-down restaurant and just ordered soda and been like, oh yeah, I might order something, but I don't know, man. Just give me some time. And you just drink the soda, maybe get the free breadsticks, and then you just bail. Like, you pay for the soda. You don't dine and dash the soda, but you just are like, you know what? Actually, I'm not gonna eat here. Like, you ever do that on purpose? For those of you that work in the restaurant industry, is that like super mean? Like you're all excited and you're thinking, I'm gonna get some tips and this person's in here and I'm so excited. This person looks like a really fun, neat person to serve. And then they're like, nah, all I wanted was that soda, man. So I'm just gonna tip you like 25 cents. Like, that's probably a huge bummer. I will admit to having done that, but when I do it, I come in and like, full disclosure, I just want, you know, the chips and salsa or the breadsticks or whatever. Can't eat bread anymore, celiac disease, but you get the idea. But I always offer to pay for them or say, what's the smallest thing I can order? I really just want to sit in air conditioning for a little while. I confess to having done it, but I try to do it as little as possible. All right, so from Downton Disney here, there's a couple of free things to do. They used to have remote control boats on the side of the Rainforest Cafe. I haven't seen those in a while. Really wanted to show you the remote control boats. Can't show them to you right now as they are not there. Of course, they have an AMC theater. They have all kinds of restaurants. This is a pretty good sandwich place from what I understand. I know Adam, the Woo, is always eating macaroni here. Every time I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna go. You wanna walk out through downtown Disney with me? Or you wanna walk back to the car with me? He'll go, let's go through downtown Disney. I wanna get some macaroni and cheese. Which, I brought this question up in a group of my friends, and now I'm gonna bring it up to you guys because you're the bigger group of all of my friends. Do you ever do that? Do you go to restaurants just to order macaroni and cheese? I've always thought of mac and cheese as something you make at home. I make gluten-free macaroni and cheese at home. all the time. If they had gluten-free macaroni and cheese here, I'd probably eat here, because when you have crazy allergies or crazy special dietary restrictions or a peanut allergy or some crazy thing, and you can't really eat out, when you do go to a restaurant and they have something, you're gonna eat it. So I'm kind of not included in this. But do you regular folk, you're not regular at all, you're very special to me, but do you normal eaters go out to restaurants and order mac and cheese? Like, you see filet mignon and stew of moose and veal cutlet and all the normal stuff I guess they have at restaurants, and calamari, octopi, whatever, and you order mac and cheese? Like, I'm granted that Kraft macaroni and cheese is getting more expensive than it used to, I'm imagining, but really, I'd go for the alligator tail personally if I was gonna spend the money. Look at this, it's the giant hat. I understand the old Disney Hollywood Studios in Florida lost their hat. Well, if you're having hat withdrawals, just come here to the Disneyland Hotel, which is at the end of downtown Disney. At the end of downtown Disney, you can find the Disneyland Hotel with people like this guy on his cell phone, making business with the business store, making decisions that'll shape your world. I'm the business guy. Bah, 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 bah. That's his theme song. You have to sing it. It's a legal requirement when you pass him up. Look at these guys. I imagine that these two are twin brothers who are also lawyers, who are also collectors of brown shoes. And every once in a while, they go for walks in the middle of the day, and they call it step out time.
Are you a producer?
A producer?
Yeah.
No.
I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a tall, good-looking guy. Better looking than you.
Oh no, he burned me. Did you hear that? He said he's not a lawyer. He's just a tall, good-looking guy. And then he said he's better looking than me, which is true. But that's what I imagine about those two guys still. Let me have my imagination, guy. Anyways, he probably wanted to know if I was a producer because he wants to star in that show that I definitely want to watch. He burned me. He burned me. Fair enough. But look at this. Disneyland Hotel, also very wonderful, also costs money, but there are cool things to look at for free here as well, such as topiaries. Look at them, topiaries. Here's Minnie and Mickey and Pluto, and don't worry, you don't have to be a guest to see the things I'm going to show you. You do have to be a guest to go in the monorail, the e-ticket pool area, which is a super awesome pool with a cool monorail slide, which you can't really see from this angle. I'll show you in a second. But if you enter the lobby of the wonderful Disneyland Hotel through the Fantasy Tower, each tower is now themed a little bit Disney. Not only do you see cool Mary Bear inspired stuff, like look at this gift shop. Look at the carpet here. Small World inspired carpet. That's another thing about Disney. Not only should you always be looking up, because there's really cool stuff, not at the moment, but really cool stuff, themed stuff all around, but always be looking down because some of the floors are fantastic. Anyway, the Disneyland Hotel is super cool. When you come here in the daytime, it's pretty much nothing going on at all. No, when you come here in the daytime, you might see some familiar faces. Right when you walk in the door of the Disneyland Hotel, you can see all kinds of characters greeting the arriving guests. Look at that. She's so excited to see Minnie Mouse. There's a statue of Mickey and Minnie. All these people arriving for conventions. Here's a guy that's doing, I don't know what, but it looks super funny. And look, it's Pluto. Hi, Pluto. Good boy. You're my favorite dog ever. Aw, thank you, Pluto. There's Pluto out here greeting all of the wonderful people. And then inside right now we have Minnie and Goofy. Once I was here and I actually saw Baloo the bear. That's kind of a rare sight. Well, behind Minnie and Goofy is a very cool map of Disneyland with light up interactive features. I would love to show you more closely. But I'm not going to have that opportunity as I do not want to ruin these people's photos. Oh, there goes Goofy. Off he goes. Oh, I wonder if Bill Farmer, I think that's his name, the voice of Goofy, ever dresses up in a Goofy costume, right? Just to like, if I were the voice of Goofy, I think I have the body to pull this off. I would definitely get in the costume. I mean, inside of Goofy, wait a minute, children plug your ears. I would definitely get in the suit and do the voice. Dang it, I'm sorry, children, that's not a costume. That's really goofy. I'm just confused and foolish. Look at this Mary Blair inspired rug. And not only that, look at the seats here in the lobby. Aren't these literally amazing? And look right here, it's Chip. Don't take a chip out of one of those teacups, Chip. Where's Dale? Oh, he's over there. Did you guys have another fight? Why are you all spread apart? Like, oh, look at what Dale's doing. Dale's watching TV. Look at that. What you watching over here? Minnie Mouse? Do you know she's standing right over there? Isn't that weird? So you watch your friends on TV. He's very supportive. He watches all his friends on TV. Have you seen yourself on here yet? No? They really ought to show more chipmunk-related cartoons. That's my personal feeling. I don't know how you feel about it. Way more, right? Way more! Thanks, Dale. It's really nice to see you. I'm going to give you a hug here, and I'll see you later. Look at that. The Disneyland Hotel lobby. Very magical. Look at him, though. Seriously. Just a chipmunk and a television set over there. Like, that's maybe the greatest, best thing you could ever walk up on in your life. Let's just screenshot that. Just look at that. I admire that chipmunk. It's bold. That's bold. And there's Chip right here. Look at Dale, so distracted. He's watching. He's trying to watch himself on TV. And I was just saying there should be more chipmunk-related television in general. Maybe feature films. I feel like you guys should get the Rescue Rangers back together and maybe do a movie or a whole series of movies. I would watch them. Me and about 7 billion other people, for sure. Look at that. Look at Chip and Dale. I think they're fighting. Oh, Chip, somebody wants you.
Chip, can I get a picture with both of you?
Uh-oh. Don't you hate that? You're hanging out by yourself and somebody wants to get a picture with you and your brother.
Squeeze.
Look at that. Look at that. And then look at, of course, there's some like Alice in Wonderland looking inspired.
Thanks, guys.
Chairs to go with the teacups. There they are. Chip and Dale. Brothers. Best friends. Television watchers. Look at that. Just relaxing. Having a nice time in here. Look at the stride of that camera. He's got short legs, but he makes quick work of getting across the party. Well, look at the excitement. Look at the excitement. Now Dale's back there like, I guess I can drag myself away from the TV and see the children. That's so cool. I really love when you catch the Disney characters when they're not surrounded, you know, or waiting for a line of people. And they're sort of acting in character, like doing stuff like, oh, here, the map. Quick, we have a chance. Look, so there's stuff like this which shows the old Disneyland Hotel here. That was the Disneyland Hotel back in the day. It shows the old glass elevator going up, or stuff like this where the water and the Jungle Cruise is moving. Right here you can see the guy climbing the pole, and the rhinoceros is giving him a hard time. Hashtag Grumpy's Rumpy. Look at the hippo! With all kinds of interactive, wonderful features on this map. Tomorrowland Jets. Of course, Tinkerbell does some stuff. Don't embarrass me, Tink. Let's do it. All right. Look at her. Hashtag If I Were Tiny Wednesday. Here comes Chip. He's excited. There's even more people. Look at Minnie is swamped. Pluto is swamped. Look at Goofy. What a cool guy. You know, with all of the films he's been in, Goofy movie, others, you'd think he could afford some new pants. We should start a Kickstarter and get Goofy some new pants. He has to sew that patch on himself. Anyway, so you can do that inside of the Disneyland Hotel. And then over here, if you continue this way towards the Disneyland Hotel Convention Center, has even more amazing Mary Blair inspired carpets. Wow, this vlog is running a little long. I apologize. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. In to this area back here where the convention center is.
I feel special. I know.
Don't know what's happening there. Super want to, but I have to keep moving. Look at this. Here is the Disneyland Hotel's convention center. I really have no business being in here, but you know how I was making the comment about the guys that were attending this doing stuff at the business store? Pretty sure that's legitimately what's happening right here. You have to check in at the registration desk. Look at this stage. It's drawing me to it. I just want to look at it, but I don't belong in it. Like at all. But I'm gonna show you anyways. Look at this. They're doing some kind of thing. They're doing some kind of thing. And in the grand ballroom is that super awesome stage. Look at that. That's really cool. That's really cool. I've never actually seen that before. Anyway, like I said, no business being in there. But across the way, you have all kinds of Disney paraphernalia and memorabilia from Disneyland. I think I've shown you guys this a couple of times. Look at this. I was going to show that to you and say it was cute. But now, standing closer to it, I noticed that behind, and it's always difficult with a phone and glass because of reflections, but behind the mask is a doll's head. And the eyes are staring right at you into your soul, but all kinds of amazing, cute Disney paraphernalia. I'm going to take some pictures of this paraphernalia and put them on the Live Fast I Pour, all one word, all lowercase, no spaces, no underscores, Live Fast I Pour Instagram account. So go to Instagram, Live Fast I Pour, and I will definitely have pictures of some of that stuff up there. Look at this. Here are some pictures of old Disneyland Hotel features, such as the putting green, the coral pool. What do we have? Ooh, old aerial photos of Disneyland. Ooh, buildings and new towers. Goofy's Kitchen, early 1990s. Super... Wait a minute, Goofy's Kitchen is still here, right over here. That's not historical. Look at this. This is a brand new. They used to have a different one with swirls and a hidden Mickey inside. Kind of like this one. Hidden Mickey, hidden Mickey, hidden Mickey, hidden Mickey, hidden Mickey. Hidden Mickey here. Hidden Mickey here. Hidden Mickey here. Oh, or it could just be part of the design. Come on, guys. That's the kind of thing I wouldn't qualify as a hidden Mickey if it repeats in a huge pattern that a million people can see. It's more of a pattern than a hidden Mickey. It's more of a pattern Mickey. Look at this carpet here. Isn't that incredible? Walking into the convention center area, and right here you have an Autopia car to take a photo in. A lot of this stuff I've shown on previous vlogs, but I know a lot of you that watch the vlogs have come in more recently and not seen vlogs from, say, a year ago or so. But look at that. One of the old Autopia cars. To me, these always look like Corvettes. I don't know. What do you think? Don't they look like Corvettes? But you can hop inside of this and have a photo op in that, all before you go to Steakhouse 55, which is a really nice, classy steak restaurant that I cannot afford to eat in, or Goofy's Kitchen, where you dine with characters, which I also cannot afford. So today, I'm totally on the what can you do for free mission here outside of the park. So this is all stuff you can do for free at Downtown Disney or the Disneyland Hotel. Pretty amazing, huh? Oh, I'm going to show you the e-ticket pool, I think is what it's called, and the cool monorail slide over here. And then I'm going to have to go. Yes, I know. You're thinking to yourself, what the fork? Yep, a giant fork right next to the sign. No, you're thinking to yourself, Justin, we love you. Don't go. Oh, here it is. The kitty. I showed you guys this particular cat on Periscope the other night. If you don't know what Periscope is, like I say, go to last night's vlog and watch it. I have shown this cat on Snapchat, Periscope, I don't know about Instagram, but that white cat, sort of quasi-Siamese looking, I don't know about cat breeds, kind of a mixed mutt looking cat right there. He's one of the wild cats of Disneyland and the Disneyland Resort. And I see it like every day. He or she, I don't know, roams between here and the parking lots connected to Downtown Disney on the hotel side. Cats usually have a range. Let's not go into a whole thing about cats. I'm very much a cat person, and I love them, and I wish I could have all of the kittens. But anyway, I see that cat all the time. It's pretty interesting. Disneyland spays, neuters, gives shots to, and then re-releases stray cats. Not only that, but they feed them, and they actually have veterinarians here who will they have animal people who will take care of any sick or injured cat. They'll take care of it and re-release it to roam around here wild on the resort, instead of taking them to shelters and having them put down or something like that, because they are feral cats. They're not going to go be tamed by anybody. They will not let you touch them. But they take care of the cats, and the cats in turn help Disney by taking care of the rodent problem, which, yes, I know is ironic considering Mickey Mouse and Chip and Dale probably are not huge fans of cats, but they're big enough, I think, that they can handle the house cats. Pretty sure. As a matter of fact, aren't there a lot of times where Mickey is shown petting cats? Very strange. Mouse with a pet cat. He should have had a pet cat, like Figaro. Has that ever happened? I feel like I might be describing things that have happened. Look at this. There it is. Look at that pool. I know with the clouds and with it raining earlier, it looks like it's very cool out here, like almost wintry, like Pacific Northwest autumn or something. I have no idea, but it is not. It is 80 degrees, and for California, it is extremely humid. It doesn't feel quite like Florida, I would say, but it does feel like an average Texas hot day. You know what I mean? Well, the temperature's only 80, it's not 100, but humidity-wise, it feels like it's 100 degrees and sticky out here, and that is causing quite a lot of discomfort. I bet it feels fantastic to be inside of that. You're about to see the face of coveting as I covet the ability to, I don't know really what covet 100% means, but I just want to go on it a lot, and I'm jealous of the people. I just, you know, I know what it means, I just don't know what it means in legal terms. Look at this, Tangaroa Terrace. I am Tangaroa, father of all gods and goddesses. That is his spiel from the Tiki Room, and look right here. You can go in there and self-service or order food. Check out those tikis there, and then over here is Trader Sam's Enchanted Tiki Bar. Enchanted Tiki Bar. I'm being quiet because I just don't want to disturb those people there. And I'm actually thinking about being at that pool now. I'm very distracted. Look at it. Right here. I should back away and show you some of the signage for Trader Sam's. I'm going to leave you here in a second, but look at right here. Trader Sam's Enchanted Tiki Bar. So, well, hold on. Let's go all the way down. Boom. Trader Sam's Enchanted Tiki Bar. So as you know, Trader Sam is the character inside of the Jungle Cruise. Not necessarily a tiki character, but he has opened up, in addition to being the head salesman of the jungle, he's opened up an Enchanted Tiki Bar, which really could be a whole vlog all of its own. This is where you purchase grown-up beverages when you're hot. But I wanted to show you at the very end these elaborately hand-carved wooden doors, carved by Leroy Schmaltz of Oceanic Arts in Whittier, California. I did a whole Random Land on the history of Oceanic Arts in Whittier with Leroy Schmaltz and Bob Van Noosting, two guys who pretty much run the tiki game since the 1950s, and they're still doing it to this very day. They still have a tiki shop. They do a lot of work for Disney, including a lot of the work inside of this place, and these massive hand-carved doors. Very, very, very cool. If you've heard of the Polynesian Resort at Walt Disney World, they did a lot of that work too. They sell Disney also a lot of bamboo and those lamps out there. Very, very cool. So I know that's a weird segue. Look at my tiki shirt here, available on livefast9port.spreadshirt.com. How's that for a weird segue? But go watch that Random Land video. If you like tiki stuff, you won't be sorry. Anyways, I'm gonna go in here and enjoy the air conditioning and probably order a water, which will disappoint the bartenders some. Then I'm gonna go back and take Instagram pictures of that mural or collage of Disneyland stuff. I can no longer think. It's hot and I really need a drink of water. Do you have any water? No, you don't? Okay. But there's a lot more free stuff to do in each of these towers. Over here is a giant model, a Big Thunder Railroad. Actually, let's go in there because I know where I can actually purchase an orange soda in the vending machines in the Frontier Tower. So we're gonna go from the Fantasy Tower to the Frontier Tower. This over here is the Adventure Tower, and inside are maquettes, which are little models, example models before they built the full-size props of those monkeys in the Jungle Cruise that are looking down the barrels of guns and stuff. Very, very cool theming in that tower. Look at these guys. They are doing the hard work that makes this place so beautiful. A sight rarely seen. Now some people say, don't show that, it ruins the magic. No, it doesn't, because those people are the magic. Those are the people who keep this place clean and beautiful and pine needle free walkways so that you and I can enjoy Disneyland. Okay, on your way to the Frontier Tower is this, which is an approximation of the old geyser that used to be in the mine train through Nature's Wonderland. Cascade Falls and Old Unfaithful were once classic features of the old Frontierland attraction, Mine Train through Nature's Wonderland. And here, right here, is a mock-up Cascade Falls, an old unfaithful from Mine Train through Nature's Wonderland. You can read more about that here on the plaque. Little Disney old demolished ride history. That attraction was a train through all kinds of cool scenery and desert scenery located where Big Thunder is today, which is where it fits into the Frontier Tower, all themed around Frontierland over here, including in front of it a Mickey Mouse with a Davy Crockett hat on. For the longest time, Val Kilmer? For the longest time, I thought that this Mickey was super weird. I was like, why does this Mickey only have one ear? You can't see it, but just from down here, when this grass was short, I was like, why does Mickey have one ear? And there's some dead grass here. It wasn't for a long time that I realized that from up here, it's Mickey wearing a coonskin cap, Davy Crockett style, because it's meant to be viewed from up there. Anyways, I know some of the information in this vlog is repeated. I thought there'd be one long romp around Disneyland Hotel and see some of the wonderful things you can see for free. Over here are a lot of beautiful green walkways where they've replaced some stuff that was cooler than that, but I think that's a story for another time. And right here inside the bottom of Frontier Tower, some really cool themed furniture to sit on, including a staff arranged hidden Mickey stool and this, the giant model of Big Thunder Railroad. Look at that. I'm gonna slow down because I always go too fast, but look at that. Isn't that incredible? There's the loading area. It was only after looking at this model for like a really long time that I actually finally figured out the route of Big Thunder. I rode it for years. I knew the route, like, okay, we're about to take a left turn, we're about to take a right turn. But it wasn't until I looked at this model until I really figured out, oh, that's how they're using the space. It is very, very cool and very, very accurate. So come in here into the Frontier Tower. It's free to walk in and look at it in the morning. Check it out. Check out this giant model here. Look at, that's where we hang out all the time, guys. We hang out on the old dusty trail. And it's time for me to be heading on down the dusty trail. So I'm going to leave you guys here in the Frontier Tower looking at this model. I'm gonna get some water. First, I'm just gonna take a nap on these. Just right here. Hidden Mickey? LiveFastDiePoor.Spreadshirt.com. If you like these videos and you want to help me make more of them and more of the Random Land videos that are edited and make more sense when I'm less hot and tired, go to patreon.com, patreon.com/JustinScarred, and you can make a monthly contribution. It's like an online tip jar. Also, LiveFastDiePoor on Instagram, JustinScarred on Twitter, so if you want to talk to me, go talk to me there. And I'm doing all these live streaming Periscopes now. I'll probably do one in a little bit. So go check that out. Periscope. It's an app. Download it maybe. Maybe not. I have Snapchat and all that other kind of stuff too. I got a lot going on. I'm inviting you guys along for the ride. So come along. Alright, anyways, here we go. It's the end of the Sometimes vlog. Just by watching this vlog and looking at this really cool model that I honestly just can't get enough of, you've done your duty. You can go home and sleep well. Goodbye. What are you still doing here? Are you looking at this model? So was I. We're like twins. Look at that. Okay, guys. We'll go all the way to the full hour. Then I'm gonna go. I love you all. Make sure, Snapchat, Live Fast Die Poor. That's my name on there. Twitter, Justin Scard. Instagram, Live Fast Die Poor. Periscope, Justin Scard. LiveFastDiePoor.Spreadshirt.com. Get a nifty t-shirt. I love you all. Goodbye.